everyone, this is CJ Novo 982 and today we are back for another brand new video. Today's video is finally here, that's right ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The Rangers Roundup is back once again. If you've never seen the Rangers Roundup before, I basically round up Rangers news. It's all in the title. And as it's coming up to the international break, the Nations League or whatever the hell they want to call it, try and spin it to try and get our interest. It's not working, by the way, no one cares. I have just raked everywhere and I found tricklets of Rangers news. It's actually, normally I just stick to 3, but I've actually got a couple of things I want to talk about today and also some transfer rumours. Finally, the transfer rumour mill is already up and swinging, so should be a fun and interesting episode. If you don't mind getting involved in the comment section below, interact with the stories and give your opinions out there, that would be tremendous. And yeah, let's jump into it, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Let's start off with some breaking news. Can we just get a cool animation? UEFA have actually changed Spartak Moscow's fan allocation. It's sort of kicking off to the media just now. It's all over the papers and that, saying Rangers safety warnings UEFA. They're trying to spin it obviously negatively, but UEFA has actually cut Spartak Moscow's allocation to just 1,001 people to be able to travel to this Europa League game. That is because of previous clashes with Spartak Moscow and Atletico Bilbao in February, where there was a lot of incidents with fans and violence. And obviously, going off the back of what happened the last time Ozilyak came over to Rangers, was the Ozilyak fans tried to fight with the Rangers fans and it just turned violent and it just went very, very poorly. But again, that was instigated by the away support. So UEFA's actually stepped in and said, because it's a high risk, this fixture, they've circled it on their little calendar, they've went no. So that's actually a bit of good news for the Rangers people, and that's why I wanted to discuss it first. Means there's going to be more bears at Ibrox for this key European group stage match, where we can take a major step in qualifying for the next round with a victory in that game. There's not much else to add to this one. It's short, it's sweet, it's condensed, just like Paul it says. So there we are for story number 1, as quick as that. Moving on to story number 2 to keep you updated with all things Rangers. We have a familiar tale, something that's happened many times before. Rangers, Sports Direct, Mike Ashley, Dave King, court cases, just scissoring the shit out of each other, aren't they? Now, we did do a video on this about 3 months ago where I came in and I sort of discussed that the legal sort of sided with Sports Direct and now we had to move on and just get on with the partnership. However, 3 months later down the line, there's a brand new court case. The relationship hasn't been repaired at all. In fact, it's getting worse, with Rangers obviously taking down a lot of the Sports Direct merchandise. Rangers now releasing their kits through the JR store online.co.uk. Clearly the problems concede. Rangers do not want to work with Sports Direct at all. And yeah, these problems just doesn't look like it's going to go anywhere. And again, this is just going to be rapid fire news. I'm very, very annoyed at it. I wish this would just get over and done. Mike Ashley's surely now just trying to grab onto the blue pounds. That's all he seems to be doing, because it's clear the relationship or working relationship is just never going to be fixed. We don't want to work with them. So why does he continue to force it? That's all he cares about, and that's all he's ever cared about. Ask Newcastle fans. So yeah, unfortunately that is all the news that I can find regarding this case. Whenever I do find out any more, obviously I will upload a video and keep these updated. I feel like I'm going to be doing this forever. Honestly, I'm going to start looking like Richard Gere by the time this court case actually finishes and we actually get this stuff settled. To sum up Mike Ashley, you know, one of those times where you need like that poo, right, and you're just doing it and just a wee bit just clings on and you just can't get rid of it? Mike Ashley. Oh god, that's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. You know what, we're going to do an early sponsor break just to wash that out our mouths, because that was gross. I can't believe he's done that. Honestly, let me do. 3, 2, 1, sponsor break. Come on, I need to start my maintenance up. I mean, look at it, it's as thick as coffee now. That's supposed to be iron brew. Oh god. So now that we've done all that, let's push the court cases to one side. Let's slap the seat and allocation to one side and just unlock that door to the Rangers transfer rumours. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 2 new rumours have been dropped this week regarding Rangers, and 2 new players. One by the name of Craig Halkett. Do you remember him? The Livingston guy that we've spoken about a couple of times on the channel. His contract's actually ending at the end of the season, meaning in January we can speak to him for free and end up picking the lad up. Now, Gerrard is reportedly once again, reportedly very, very interested. He was very impressed with what he saw, especially his performance against Alfredo Morelos, where he absolutely shackled a very on-form Alfredo Morelos. And even other times when he scouted Livingston coming up to the Rangers game, he's been very, very impressed with the former Bear, which would be a massive just full circle for the laddie, because a couple of weeks ago he was in the press talking about being really sad and nearly quitting the entire game after being cut by Mark Warburton. He almost walked away for the game, but no, he decided to prove that he can do it, and the lad's been absolutely killing it this season. So this rumour, by the way, actually really intrigues me, because I look at it on paper, the guy's got pace. He's very, very strong. If you can shackle and inform Alfredo Morelos, you're showing a bit of class. He's still young enough, and he's a bear. I mean, it all ticks the boxes, and it's free. You know what I mean? If it's free, it's for me. Now, if I'm going to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10 like we normally do for the Rangers rumours, I'd actually put this one as high as a 7 out of 10. I'd like to see it happen. I actually believe there's some truth in it, especially with defensive reinforcement, with Gareth McAuley being a short-term option, Joe Worrall being on loan. If we can't get any of those two to extend, Craig Halkett, free, I'd take it. But again, that's just my opinion. Make sure you let me know what you think in the comment section below. Craig Halkett, would you take him for free? Rumour number 2, by the way, actually has another Scottish player, so that's good to see that we're targeting people that's playing in the league that doesn't require any time to adjust. This guy is 22 years old with over 100 caps, playing in the top flight. At 22, that is absolutely brilliant. His name is, drumroll, Chris Cadden. Now, I know Chris Cadden's been linked numerous times, and I'm sure it's just the paper sort of drumming it up, because let's be honest, it's happened a lot in the last 12 months. And when I did previously speak about Chris Cadden, I says this guy's content at his club. He came out and pretty much said as much. Motherwell were on the up at that point because they'd reached 2 sort of cup finals. They looked like they were only going to get better and better. However, Motherwell are severely struggling, which obviously makes me happy, and this could be the time to go and steal their prize asset from them by the name of Chris Cadden. Now, the scale to 1 to 10 and how much I believe this rumour to be true, I'm going to give it a 3 because I genuinely don't believe it at all. Craig, yes. Chris, no, there's no way Motherwell will release him to us. I think they'll do the Scottish club thing and refuse to sell to Rangers and just sell down south for even cheaper. However, if it does happen, I'd be pretty delighted with that one as well, because again, tremendous talent, 22 years old with over 100 caps in the SPFL. So, that's actually going to wrap up this week's Rangers rumours with Craig and Chris, the 2 names on the list. Make sure you be reacting in the comment section below and let me know on a scale to 1 to 10, how true do you think those actually are? Now, before we jump to the very third and final part, I just want to give a wee special shout out to Ryan Kent, who won Player of the Month for last month's performance. He's definitely deserved. For the last 5 or 6 games, he's been completely unplayable, and as if those sort of talks of I'm being very keen on making this permanent, I'd absolutely bite the hand off it, because that guy is absolutely special. So I just want to take a wee time just to keep everyone updated. He won Player of the Month, and I think he personally deserves it. Now, to wrap up today's video, we have something to discuss, something that's been tweeted at me, commented on the live streams, on Instagram, everything, asking my opinion on this one. So I'm just going to revert it back to the people to get everyone's reaction on it. Joe Worrall or Nicolo Katic? Who would you rather have beside Connor Goldson? Because it looks like Big Connor G is our number 1 centre-back. Gerrard's praised his leadership, etc. He's been a bit of a colossus. Now Joe Worrall's starting to come back into form, and he's looked absolutely brilliant, especially in the last 2 games. But you've got Nicolo Katic, who hasn't put a foot wrong. So that is a great little discussion point, and that is going to be the people's question of the episode. Joe Worrall, Nicolo Katic, you know what to do by now. And it wouldn't be a Rangers roundup without the people's poll, and this week's poll is just to answer that very question. Who would you rather put, Nicolo Katic or Joe Worrall beside Connor G? 712 votes in the hour that was up. Thank you so much for all the support. 12% votes for Joe Worrall, but 88% of the people votes for Nicolo Katic. Now, I'll read out a couple. Scott says, play Worrall at the moment. He's had a good couple of games, and Katic has played every other game this season. Fair enough. Stevie G says, not the official Stevie G, says, Goldson / McAuley, Katic / Worrall. Keep the experience with the youth for a mixture of partnerships. Frankie says, to be honest, it's great that we're talking about this. I'd be comfy with any combination. That's absolutely brilliant as well. It's shown great strength and depth. How long have we been actually praying for that to happen? And the last 2 that I'll actually read out comes from Ulster on tour. How's this a question? I think he's leaning towards Katic. And the last one will be from Thomas McGill. Says, Worrall is a brilliant centre-back. The last couple of games he's been dominant, but when you pair Worrall with Goldson is invisible and looks shaky, but Katic brings the best out of Goldson's game, in my opinion, so my choice would be Nicolo Katic. So there we are then, you've heard the people's opinion, you've also heard mine. I just want to give a special mention to each and every single person who has subscribed in the last couple of days and who obviously continues to support the videos. We are up halfway to 22k, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That is absolutely frightening. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing, and if you want to support the channel directly, there will be a link to the Patreon in the description below. That's it, the end of the Rangers Roundup. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and bye.